to Dowdy-Ficklen Stadium, home to the East Carolina Pirates, where the purple has engulfed this place as they are ready for a showdown. This game today could be an inflection point for both of these teams, as each hoping to use it as a springboard to get into the top 25. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the Georgia State Panthers, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the East Carolina Pirates. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Pirates will boot it away to start the game. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. Give to the back. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
That play had 0 shot. They got to do a better job up front, creating some running lanes. The running back, before he could go anywhere, getting tackled, nowhere to go.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass, it's Dennis. Working that left side now. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Both these teams just outside the top 25 and really needing to win a game like this to vault their way into the rankings.
And it's just amazing winning a game like this, what it can do for your program, right? Recruiting, your confidence. Everything is better when you've got the number beside your name. And, David, one of these 2 teams is going to get that number if they pull out the win.
No doubt, and you continue to start the season off and build, right? Because you started with preseason, and you start with getting into the year, and now you're starting to build and build and build and build that momentum. Getting a win against a really good team, finding out who you are, can set the tone for your season.
Georgia State ready to go with another 1st and 10. Give to the running back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Off the play fake. Looking down the middle. Working on the right. And the tackle is made, but not before. That completion gets them 30-plus.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
This Georgia State offense ready to go with another 1st down. Just going to keep it after the snap. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Yeah, when you get penetration by that defense right away, and there's no way to cut at all for that back, he gets destroyed right away. No way that play was going to be successful. Way too much penetration.
Back to throw, it's Dennis. Unloads to the right. He's got it and still on his feet. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal.
I love that from this offense. 3 is good. You're in field goal range, but now we're set up with first and goal because of great third down execution by this offense. Stay aggressive. Even when you get in this part of the field when everything shrinks and gets a little bit harder, you still want to be aggressive.
He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Now it's second and goal. Back to pass. Makes the grab on the left. Touchdown, Panthers! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
Man, it doesn't get any better than that. You script the first 10 plays, that was 10 plays. That was perfection. That was a touchdown. That's called good scouting, being ready for the football game, and executing to a T to start this game off.
And right down the middle. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. Tight end now in motion. From the gun, the ground game. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And after that last sack, man, you could just see it. They are feeling themselves. After pitching a shutout last week, after dominating early in this game, it just seems like they're playing with a different aggression and a different level of intensity than what their opponent is. They have been so dominant.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
The kick is on its way. And the punt team able to swing him to the ground. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. The short hands, it's Jenkins. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
And there you see the bind that the RPO play could put a defender in. That linebacker had to make a decision. Was the running back going to get the ball? He thought so, so he bit up, and that allowed the slant to be thrown in behind him.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience and bounce that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
3rd and short now from their own 48. Back to pass, it's Dennis. Throws to the tight end. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3-and-out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll try the run. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Runs first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. The option look. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback. And too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Grabbed over the middle. It's Smith. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Brings up 2nd down.
That's the end of the quarter. Georgia State has the lead here. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats.
7, East Carolina, 0.
Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Wide receiver going in motion. To the ground with the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads it left. Complete downfield. He goes out of bounds after the big play, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Let's see what that one's about. Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He's going to let it go. And he'll pull it in inside the 20.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. He knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. With that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
And the Pirates are on the move. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Quarterback floating away from pressure. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Looking for the score. Touchdown, ECU. The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone. The extra point here would tie the game. And these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Snap it to the back. Running into the open space. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to pass. It's Dennis. Lets it fly. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
You know, as an offense, you just don't get that many great opportunities in games to hit these type of big-time plays. When plays like that present themselves and receivers are open, as a quarterback, you have got to make that throw.
It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his second interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. You get that turnover and you try to punch them hard immediately on the first play, and they come up with a big gain.
And when the defense is running on the field, you are thinking sudden change, sudden change. When they create a turnover, a lot of times offenses want to be aggressive. They were, and they get rewarded.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. They'll run the option. Quick toss. Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's third and goal. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
But after getting stuffed on that run, you now have got fourth down. I'm not into chasing points this early in the game. I think you just take the field goal. You try to pay this drive off and this opportunity to put something on the board, David.
Well, and nowadays you have these analytical cards, and the coaches, they literally look at every situation. Is it more advantageous to go for it or kick it? That's how they'll make this decision.
Between the uprights, it's good. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, you could make a good case. This is the game of the week in the Big 12. Oklahoma State is ahead early in Stillwater, but that's not exactly Barry Sanders or Thurman Thomas out there. This game is a long way from over. They're up by a field goal over Arizona. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this Big 12 Clash of the Titans. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Back to throw, it's Dennis. A little screen to the running back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Motion from the wide receiver. Back to pass on 2nd down. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. That's caught. It's Washington. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Looking to throw again. Throws toward the end zone. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Bringing it back. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Wants to go up top on 1st down. They're working that left side. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
They'll keep it on the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The Pirates want to move quickly. Off play action. Looking to the big tight end. Finds a man by himself. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. And the Pirates have it in scoring position on 1st and goal.
29 Phillies, 2-0.
They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Purple Pirates.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the 1st half.
set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll bring it back. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Looking for a man. It's Dennis. It's complete to the left. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
You open a drive like that, and the entire playbook opens up on first down from the 44. Looking downfield on first down. Looking to buy time. Turning and firing back to the right. That's risky. Pulls it in down the sideline. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Fires to the end zone. Give him 6. Touchdown, Georgia State.
Well, the head coach has to love what he saw from his offense here at the very end of the first half. When you got to have it, execution has got to be great in these 2-minute type situations. Really nice job handling the situation by the quarterback, making sure all 10 other guys on offense are on the same page. And they're still losing the football game, but that's a touchdown they absolutely needed to have here at the end of the first half.
He'll return it. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. To the air on first down. Fires to the big fella. Moves it out to the 34-yard line. A nice 15-yard gain on that one. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Wants to throw on first down. Complete to the right. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. Ready to start things here in the second half. Georgia State about to kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He's got great speed. He is electric in the return game, and that one has the offense set up nicely. this drive and let it rip. Makes the grab. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give them a first down.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to, and I know where I need to get to. Great job by the wide receiver finding that hole, and the quarterback throwing a strike.
Pulls it in. It's Hale. Still running at the 35. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Pirates. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. And he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Tough to beat action, gentlemen. You know that. And let's take a look at the highlights. UMass sure is making the flagship proud today. What a spectacular performance on the offensive side of the ball. They're up by 18 over Akron. Any big developments here in the MAC, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on that.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that dude. They score here. We're in for a ball game.
The Panthers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll go with a direct snap. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
And the Panthers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Dropping back, it's Dennis. Caught near the sticks. It's McGee. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
It's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Georgia State ready to go with another 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. He'll off one deep down the left side. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Well, the defense hasn't been able to stop this guy all game long, so the offense is going to keep trying to take shots. They thought they had the matchup they wanted, but they're going to force this defense to prove they can stop him, and the defense finally came up with a play.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. This time he's got his man. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the 1st down.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Looking to throw, it's Dennis. Pulls it in, it's McGee. A pickup of 8 now to convert this 3rd and 2.
To the wideout. Game 7. It's 3rd down.
The Panthers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Lost to throw again. Grab near the marker. It's McGee. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
They have a 1st down at the 41-yard line. Calls his own number. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him, and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy, that's going to be maybe a sound move moving forward schematically.
From the gun, running back gets to give. Got enough for the 1st down and wants more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
All right, guys, that's not a home run type play, but he did enough there to keep the chains moving.
And the Panthers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Trying play action. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. 12th play of the drive coming up, but they've got a long way to go here on 3rd down. To the air, it's Dennis. Complete to the right. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. Facing this double-digit deficit here in the 2nd half, almost a no-brainer to go for. Oh, he's got some space. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
4th and 1, turn around, hand it off to your bell cow running back, and let him go move the sticks. Great job.
Georgia State ready to go with another 1st and 10. On the move. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
Coming out with it, it's James. And the returner will be brought down. 6-yard line. Grab behind the line. It's Hale. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
The Pirates just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Wants to go up top on first down. Got his man downfield. There he goes. Touchdown, East Carolina. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
21.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He's not going to make it to the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Looking downfield, it's Dennis. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And it's not a surprise who they're throwing the ball down the field to. I mean, he's already had a great day. They're going to feature him because he makes plays over and over again. And then trying to take another shot to him down the field. If I'm the defense, man, I'm focusing on that guy. He's made too many big plays today.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
And you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. And you don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong. But sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
Going to have to come up with a play on 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Man, momentum is a real thing in college football, and you're seeing it shift here in the 3rd quarter. The defense just forced a 3-and-out. Their offense scored a touchdown the last time out. We've got a close game, but all of the momentum is squarely now on their side.
East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Bring in the heat. Cannot get away. It is a huge sack, and I can't imagine what he was thinking on that play.
Well, that's not how you want to start a drive. On the very first play, you give up a sack and you lose a ton of yards. Quarterback, you've got to know, just throw the ball away, know when the play is over.
And the Pirates now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Montgomery. Knocked down for the tackle.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Hits him inside the 20, still going. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Motion from the back. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line.
Man, that's the advantage of having a good coaching staff that teach these players in this type of situation with the lead late in the game. We want to stay in the field of play and keep the clock ticking. They do that after that nice run.
To the air on 2nd down. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Looking to get it in. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football there.
two-game slide.
That's a nice job by this offense. Nice job putting the drive together late. This might seal this football game. And nice response. It's nice to be home, isn't it? Come back to the home crowd after you've lost a couple games. Get some mojo going back in your way.
Bringing it out. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. To the air, it's Dennis. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
At this point in the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
They'll move the wide receiver. Second down, he'll throw it. Sends it downfield. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Makes the grab. It's Jenkins. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Right there, I think you need a better play call. You got to help your quarterback out a little bit because the throw has got to at least make it to the sticks. On that last play, you're basically trusting the guy to make a few dudes miss in order to go pick up that first down. I think you need to start being a bit more aggressive here when these third downs present themselves.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while.
And I get it. At this point in the second half, dude, we got to make something happen. We haven't been good enough. We got to score a lot of points and quickly. We've got to be aggressive. They tried. They failed again. This game is all but over.
Well, that's called paying off good field position. You've got the lead here late in the game. You've got the ball back. You're on your opponent's side of the 50, and on your very first play, you break off a long run. This defense right now is playing on their heels late.
They'll leave it with him. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
Just inside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 19. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball's at the 17.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off. And really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
He leaves it with his back. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll send the back in motion. They'll run the option. He gives him a fresh set of downs, and this one will be first and goal from the 6.
Well, I love the variety in the run game you're seeing from this offense. It's not just going to be conventional handoffs. Won't just be the quarterback, but he's making good decisions. Pitching at that time, that's the right read, and it's not a huge explosive home run type play, but it is enough to help them pick up the first down.
He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? Part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
Now the play fake. Here's the pressure. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Purple Pirates. And the pummeling has started. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Kentucky is comfortably ahead on the scoreboard right now. Frankly, the kind of lead we're used to seeing inside Rupp Arena with the Cats.
Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a... Turning it on! Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one.
You know, as the head coach of this team, this is one positive you're going to take away from this game, is that your players don't quit, and they're still willing to fight. There's obviously a lot of things they've got to iron out offensively, and we've seen that today. But I do love the grit they're showing here late, still trying to make plays.
Snagged out of the air. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Great job by the defense here, forcing the fumble on the wide receiver. Look, understanding the ball came out quick. I got to break, get hats to the football, secure the tackle, try to get that football out. Nice turnover, nice hustle by this defense.
The give and tick, 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 tick. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. The Pirates decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Wants to throw. It's Dennis. Grabbed in the middle. It's McGee. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Going to swing it on second down. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
On third down, he drops to throw. Here's a heat. Got the first down. There he goes. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a first down. Georgia State jumps back to the line. D showing blitz. They might be bluffing. Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Georgia State. Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
Georgia State.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
He's looking to pass. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. At this point, a comeback would take one of the biggest miracles in the history of the sport, but they'll line up for the onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. This is quickly turning into a celebration, Jesse, as they've taken control of this game.
And they should feel good about how they played. They knew they had to come in here, protect home turf. They've gone out, they've run it well, they've thrown it well, David. Really, so much this coaching staff can be happy about.
Yeah, and now it's about stat padding, right? Like, you can just put up more numbers. You know this game's pretty good. Don't turn it over, don't make a mistake. But this game is well in hand.
Looking for a crease. It's Montgomery. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He'll come through on third downs. He's